Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Okay, just hold on. Keep. Okay, here we go. Um, Sorry, I need to log in. I have some crazy. That's be kidding me. All right, so while I try to sort out, just give me some few minutes because my password is, I don't know. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, so thank you very much once again for your patience. We'll be talking about just some few ideas and some personal experience on my reasons why there is difference between having an enabler and also having human ingenuity. So before we even go far into this discussion, there is trends that happened before in terms of different industrial revolution that we had. And the main talk for every industrial revolution that had happened before now is humans are always afraid and scared of having machines and also systems that can easily replace them. But looking at the history, we had the first industrial revolution where you have steam power and mechanization, the movement from um, normal work to having factory jobs. There are some sort of skills that actually all of a sudden happened to come out, and people were able to transit it easily because of adaptability. And moving to second industrial revolution, you would see that there is mass production of manufacturing products, and also there were introduction of new skills and technologies. And from first to second industrial revolution, you see that the development was massive. And at the same time, although there was like fear of saying that machine systems are going to replace us, people were able to like transit it into a something meaningful, different from what they are used to. And change is something that always troubles individuals. We always tend to be scared of moving from one point to another, not knowing that this technology, this movement that we are doing can actually be beneficial to all of us in terms of productivity improvement, in terms of delivering our personal and individual jobs and activity. In fact, in terms of making life very, very much easier. And if you look at from this industrial revolution, right from time, life continued to become very, very much easier for all of us. So, which means it's not really, technology is not an enemy. First of all, you don't look at technology as an enemy. If you start taking it as an enemy, then that is when you start getting afraid of saying that all of a sudden this thing is going to replace us, because you are not seeing it as an enabler. You are only seeing it as an enemy of progress. And if history is something to go by, we can actually see that technology is not something that we should be scared of. Technology is something that we Sorry, I don't know who muted me. Okay, I need to go back to the slides. So from first to fourth industrial revolution, there is massive progress in terms of development. And this is the reason why I believe if you are going to go back to the literature or to the phases of this industrial revolution, you find out that for every revolution, there is a fear of replacement, job replacement, and many things around that. And right now, I think this is the period that researchers and also industry guys call it industrial revolution. And in the fourth industrial revolution, you have new emerging technologies like AI, IoT, cloud computing, and the rest. And the main discussion around today is how rapidly growing the world is. And to tell you the truth that even those that were in existence before us, if they find out what is actually happening in our world, they will be surprised. Today, you can travel to the space thanks to technology. Today, we can connect without meeting physically thanks to technology. Today, you'll be able to do so many things without leaving the comfort of your room thanks to technology. So these are the kind of things that we should look at first before we start getting scared of saying that technology is going to replace us. You need to change with the trend. When ATM was introduced in Nigeria, there was a lot of discussion regarding saying that I cannot really go to a small machine and collect my money. But what happened eventually? Today, you have even people that have not gone to school have been able to are currently operating ATM machines, similar to phone calls, similar to sending money via phone. So these are the little things that we can actually look around and see, yes, the people need to make a shift because whether you like it or not, technology is going to move with you and you need to find a place to accommodate it as a friend, not as an enemy. The next slide is just like trying to talk about why this thing is relevant. And I'm happy as students, you guys are trying to sense what is happening in today's world, especially in corporate corners and also even in academic environments, because there is a lot of discussion regarding why AI is relevant and how are we going to use AI responsibly, because talking about ethics and also a responsible way of using AI, it's currently a trendy topic around the world. And this thing can actually help you guys, especially when you are in school, to see how you are going to position yourself in terms of what are the right skills that I need to get, especially in the industry that you want to work with. Some want to work as engineers, some want to work in the banks, and some work in the finance industry. But if you are currently focusing on what is no longer useful in the industry, that means you graduate from school and before you get the right skills to get employed from your employer, you have to spend another round of time. And before you know it, peers that are smart enough to know what is happening in the industry have already gone far. And this is what differentiates the best from the very best. And I implore you guys to look deeply, to start positioning yourself. It's not about you have to know everything outside your course of study. It's just to look around. What is the trend? AI, tech, emerging technologies, wherever you go, is applicable to every single field. Today, those in social science can actually program, they can visualize, they have different types of skills that are similar to those in engineering. Whether you read engineering, whether you read social science back in university, the world that we live today is just like everyone can do everything. So long as you can solve problem and also communicate well, you are ready to go. So this is why AI is going to transform the world, and the humans has to act as the interface which create and also deploy these technologies. there is so many things around what AI can do. Before we go further, let me know if you can hear me so that I will know I'm not the only person talking to myself.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. So just visualize this is like a robot, right? Every one of us knows about robot. Today, if you are not being supported by chatbots in some websites, you are being supported by a back-end technology that actually uses robots. And there are some repetitive tasks that can actually help us to understand, yeah, these are the kind of jobs that AI is going to replace. Now, think about going to a restaurant. Every one of us go to the restaurant. Every one of us go to probably corporate corners that once we get to the door, we'll have an automatic door. But before, we used to have somebody stationed on the door that can actually open the door and close it once we move in or out. So imagine now having automated doors. Automatically, these kind of jobs are going to be phased out. That's one of the jobs that are going to phase out. Then that is going to phase out. Then another thing is large scale data analytics, and also I don't really speak about technical language here, but just think about having a system that can actually process large data, big data. For example, now you have AI chatbots like ChatGPT and also AI assistants on Facebook and some other um, social media platform. These are the kind of things that use LLM and process large chunk of data. Initially, we used to have Google. Everything that you need, you just go to search engine and search, and it will give you an information. AI is going to like phase out many automated jobs. Anything that you think you can actually automate it and it keeps on happening, AI can help you do that without hiring anybody. And anything that can reduce the cost of production or cost of operation, these are the kind of jobs that are going to be phased out, especially the job of customer care service, I think front desk, administrative work. These are the kind of works like even in legal field, you have jobs like drafting or reviewing document and some stuff like that. So anything that you think is a repetitive task, these are the kind of jobs that AI is going to replace, especially in supply chain where you have people working in the storage, inventory, and stuff like that. I think China is one of the countries that are really, really doing great stuff in terms of having almost virtually some of their supply chain storage, having robots every now and then. So anything that you think is repetitive, even in the industry, even in engineering, you have in the floor station where you don't really need to go to the floor station every now and then to be checking on your valves, pipelines, and stuff like that. You could actually have some sensors where you can collect signals and interpret them at appropriate time, even collect your readings as well. You could have robots that can do that. So imagine people going to the floor station every now and then, taking readings here and there. So, and you have a technology, you have a robot that can actually deliver that kind of job and even get smart data that can help you achieve your job every day. So these are the kind of things that you can actually visualize and find out that, yeah, these are the jobs that AI is going to replace, not really some kind of jobs that demands your creativity or problem solving ability, which I'm going to talk about in the next slides. Limitation of AI. Today, even if you use, whether you use ChatGPT or not, there is something that it's currently trendy on social media. There are contents that once you come across those contents, you get to know that, yes, this one is written by ChatGPT. How do you get to know that a content is written by ChatGPT? By lack of the creativity, because these systems are designed to act like robots. They don't have the sense of emotions or like creativity that human beings has. So AI driven system, they can only do repetitive tasks, but they lack originality, creativity, and also they don't even understand empathy. And these are the area where so much investment is going, but still it has been disputed that AI is limited to creativity, in creativity, originality, and also understanding human emotion. And this is where people are going to make difference, because I always tell people that technology can only help you achieve something, but it cannot help you to create something. For example, now you have ChatGPT that you are using, and once you say, ChatGPT do something for me, this is what we are used to nowadays. ChatGPT do something for me. You have an answer A. Then secondly, you craft a prompt. So prompt is like saying that I have a presentation today with ABU students, and I'm going to talk about AI. And I want you, based on your knowledge or based on your experience, to help me draft this PPT based on A, B, C, D. This is prompt. And this is just like ChatGPT create PPT for me to deliver a lecture. The response that I'm going to have in one place and the other are going to be different. And this is because I instruct ChatGPT to do this thing for me, because ChatGPT cannot really think about the inputs that I needed to deliver my presentation excellently. And this is why human creativity comes in. And AI is just here to help us improve our productivity and also drive more useful inputs that we are likely to have if we have some human input. And this limitation are the reasons why I believe that AI is not going to replace me or you, but you need to use it wisely. If you don't really know how to use it wisely, you are going to be like, you lose the ground and you lose the trend. And once you become confused, you won't really find out any skill that you can use to lean on. So what is the human age that we are talking about, and why AI cannot replace us? And I talk about creativity, right? And I talk about emotional intelligence, adaptability, and also this is just like trying to expand the points that I talk about in the last slide, so that you can actually make sense of what I'm trying to explain. Now, think about creating something. You have a business logic in one place, and you have a technology in one place. The technology that you are having is going to help you achieve the business output. For example, entrepreneurs today, instead of having probably more people in their warehouse, just because I talk about supply chain in some slides ago, instead of having 10 people to man your warehouse, you are now having CCTV camera, right? And you just station one guy to look at the cameras, to monitor the cameras, and one other guy in front of the store to just see who is coming and who is going. And instead of having like 10 guys inside that warehouse across each point in the warehouse, you are now having only 2 guys whom you are going to put on your salary pay scale. And this has drastically reduced, because even though you are going to deploy CCTV cameras, but you are not going to pay more salaries than you used to have. This is the area where you have the creativity in terms of reducing cost and in terms of innovation that comes with CCTV camera. Now, the artist, I think there is another example where you have I think one company is trying to deploy a technology that have the artist performing. If an artist is performing maybe in Zaria, and you can use augmented reality to, even if you are staying in Abuja, to watch the event lively. And this is where the artist is there, is performing. AI is not performing, but the artist is performing. But technology is helping the artist to reach out to more audience than, because obviously, unless you get to Zaria before you watch the performance, but using augmented reality, you'll be able to watch the event live, and everyone is happy. So another thing is emotional intelligence, empathy. AI is just like a robot. Just take AI as a robot. And there are so many failed projects that actually verify that AI cannot really have the human, like a fraction of human empathy. And this is why these are some of the areas where you think you believe with me that humans are going to save the world going forward. So just like what I said, especially judges, legal profession, you can't have a robot delivering judgment, which will definitely be controversial, because creating an AI system is just like having more data to give an predetermined outcome of something. So humans will still be there. Policymakers, like knowing which policy is good for my people, which one is not good for this geographical location. All these kind of things are the reasons why everyone believes AI cannot replace women, including me. So how do we collaborate with AI? That's another discussion that we are going to have. Instead of saying that this thing is not good, how do we utilize AI to our benefit? Like I said, from social science to medicine, pharmaceutical industry, engineering, AI has come to stay, and there has been a lot of progress in terms of development using AI. And if you look at it, everyone is embracing it. In fact, companies that are investing less in AI are likely to lose a lot than companies that are rapidly deploying AI in their activities, because it improves productivity and also optimize operation. And this is the reason why you should think AI as a friend, not as an enemy. And even though there are some jobs that will no longer be in existence, there are many jobs, millions of them, that are going to come out using all thanks to the AI development. So in medicine, you have doctors using AI for diagnostics, and writers can use GPT today. You have Grammarly, you have some other writing support system that you can actually use, which help you to edit and also deliver your tasks easily. So any technology that cannot actually help you to deliver your tasks easily is useless. And the main reason why you have technology today is to address a problem. And if you definitely agree with me if you look around and see, for every technology that you have, whether Zoom, whether Facebook, whether Twitter, whether LinkedIn, whether anything that you are seeing, is created to address a problem. And this is the reason why, for those of you guys that would be interested in startup, you should think about how you are going to solve the problem first. This is where your creativity and innovation comes in, without bagging on technology. First of all, you need to know how you are going to solve a problem, and how technology will be an enabler to help you deliver that problem. And this is the collaboration that everyone should be looking forward to have with AI-driven system. Not saying that continue telling people like, I'm scared AI is going to like take away my job. Look deeply. In every sector, there are progress happening right now, and see how you are going to position yourself. Is it a new skill that you need to have, which we are going to talk about in the next slide. Yeah, how do you develop yourself? We talk about AI here and there. You talk about so many things happening in the industry, investment, and also the trendy topics happening. But you as a person, how do you future-proof your skills? It's by having a learning intention, right? By learning this, there are skills that no matter how you find yourself, you have to apply these skills. And by focusing on learning intention, mastering some soft skills like empathy, which AI cannot really have, communication skills, leadership skills. You can't have an AI as a leader. It's going to be controversial. So you need to develop yourself around those angles. And problem solving skills. And this is the main reason why I said for every technology that, just sit down and think about any technology that is happening around you is created to solve a problem, no matter how small it is. And how does the founders, like a founder comes around and develop this technology is through problem solving. And AI cannot really start from scratch and say, I'll develop a problem, I'll develop an innovation, and I'll deploy the technology. Human beings are the ones that are going to create this thing and bring in AI as an enabler to deliver this problem, to deliver this job that we want AI to do for us. And understanding the social impact of AI. Every now and then, if something happens, we tend to look at the negative side of it, not really the positive side of it. And this is the reason why we need to have a curious mindset to ask questions, to ask, why is it that people are scared of AI, instead of looking, how can we utilize AI to help us deliver our daily tasks, to help us achieve our future goals? And you can only do that by having a lifelong learning ability and also mastering some soft skills, knowing that, okay, I need to attend a program, connect with people within this space, and learn how AI is shaping my field, or how AI is going to help me land my next job. And this is the reason why I said this discussion needs to be addressed going forward, especially in the classroom, where you have young people that are really, really scared of the future, saying that I don't really know what is going to happen in the future because I'm hearing that AI is doing this and that, doing this and that. And all of a sudden, the discussion will discourage individuals and they will start saying, I'm not going to do this thing again. And that's the end of it. Finally, I think this should be my last slide. Yes, I already talked about this. So AI is going to empower you. Think about it as an enabler, not really as an enemy. Like just a friend, come my friend, help me achieve these tasks. Even ChatGPT, that's what helps you to do. Even Google that you're having every day, checking statistics or checking newspaper, just like, hey, my friend, help me search for this thing. So that's actually what AI does. Think about it as an enabler and think about it, how it's going to help me and how it's going to support my journey in life. And you should be happy that you are existing in this age of intelligence, because I mean, like, people in the past will really, 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 really be envious of us because of what we are really enjoying. And people that come after us will really think that we live one kind mundane, boring world, that we didn't really enjoy technology. So it's a fun time, like having AI in this current time. I mean, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for me. I see it as a blessing because there are so many things that I do today that if you ask me to do it using my physical ability, I won't be able to do it. But thanks to AI, and that's why you need to embrace it as your friend, as a guider, and as a technical assistant in every job that you are trying to deliver. Today, you even have Google Map that becomes like a direction assistant for you. When you go to the bank, you have chatbots instead of meeting customer care. You place order, you buy things on Amazon, which are not really things that we used to have in the past. So I mean, like, AI is an enabler, technology is an enabler, AI is an enabler as well. Lastly, so what? So what, like, after this discussion, so what? You need to sit down and think about what am I going to do with this technology and how is it going to help me, especially in my field? How is it going to help me in my research? How is it going to me in meeting new people? How is it going to help me in achieving my future career goals? Because you are going to use AI, whether you like it or not. Just like the way everyone now has accepted ATM machines, phone calls, sending money online, ordering online, you have Temu bombarding everyone with marketing. So just like everything is happening, you just have to embrace it. And you need to aggressively invest your personal and professional growth, because only by doing that, you will be able to be on the top of the trend. Because it's going to be a cutthroat competition going forward. People that embrace AI earlier will be at the top. And if you are not lucky enough, it's a race, like you'll be phased out. And lastly, it's a quote that I came across. I couldn't really remember who was the face behind the quote, but I just love it. Short and precise. AI is the tool, human ingenuity is the driver. Thank you very much. I think it's a time for questions, if you have.
Thank you so much for that presentation, sir. It's a great reminder for us to embrace our unique human essence. AI could never replace that. We're very grateful for your insights. We're quickly going to take questions. Yes, Mr. Somtochukwu, please go ahead and handle the session.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Engineer Haruna, for the lecture, and it's very lovely to have you here, and we learned a lot. So, for the questions and answers, if you have any question, please indicate in the reaction buttons, and if you can't say anything, you can write it down in the chat box. Thank you.
Sorry, can you summarize the question? Okay, somebody is already raising his hand, so if you can unmute him and just hear from him. Then for the ones that are dropping their question, if the host can actually sort out the questions and see if others are asking the same question or different question. Let's have like 5 or 6 questions, then we'll see how we can close this issue.
Okay, sure.
All right, Mohammed Tasu, and who is just unmute yourself if you have a question, then
all right, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Sir Harun, for the thought-provoking presentation. Actually, my question is regarding the use of AI, like ChatGPT, because whenever I make a write-up, maybe I want to post it on my social media handles, or I want to apply for something, I used to submit it to AI for AI to rate my write-up and also make some suggestions. So as time goes on, I just feel like whenever I make a write-up, if I didn't submit it to AI for AI to make some corrections, I always feel that sense of, oh, there must be some mistakes that AI is going to correct. Then posting it like that, maybe there are some grammatical errors, maybe. So that thing in me is actually bothering me, because I feel like AI is actually having a space in my life when it comes to my ability to write. So, sir, what do you have to say about that? Should I be confident about my writing, like posting them without giving them to AI, or should I continue with the way I used to do? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Very, very interesting questions. And let me share with you something that happened. I've been using ChatGPT for a very long time. And recently, I did an internship I finished an internship last week, and with a venture capital firm here. And it will interest you if you find out that when we did our orientation on the very first day, we were given some tasks to do. Almost all the senior guys, the senior associate there, and also the directors were encouraging us to use ChatGPT. And and it's not like it's something hidden. Like they would tell you that use ChatGPT and sort it out. So it's not really something that you should be scared of. It's something that is going to help you. And what you are doing is that after drafting your articles or your response for every question, or for essays, for scholarship essay and stuff like that, you tend to say, okay, fine, I know I've done this thing, but let me give it to ChatGPT to see how it can something like improve the coherence of my writing, check out the grammatical errors, which is very, very okay. And nobody is going to penalize you for that. I'm telling you because I've seen folks here using ChatGPT and in an appropriate way, responsibly. The only thing that I will caution you is don't really let ChatGPT to take away your thinking. And the more you learn about prompting, the more you learn how to craft a good prompt in ChatGPT, the likely you are going to have a very, very good response that is not even going to have you have anything that you submit rejected. So what I'm trying to encourage you here is that start by drafting yourself, then learn how to like create a prompt, and ChatGPT will just help you to edit or as a technical assistant, but not really saying that I've been asked this question, please give me a response. ChatGPT will just give you a generic response. But before you submit to ChatGPT, try and draft your own response and ask ChatGPT, hey, I've drafted this thing, and can you help me improve the coherence or check the grammatical errors, but don't change the originality, because ChatGPT normally hallucinates and it gives out some terms that even if you are not the one going to check it, you tell yourself, no, this is not what I mean. And the more you use it, the more you are likely to get the best out of it. So don't be scared, don't be afraid, but know when and how to use it, and you'll be fine. I hope that answered your question. Next question.
Okay, so good evening, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. It was truly enlightening. As an AI enthusiast, also I use AI in my day-to-day activities, from writing emails, applying for jobs, cover letter, applying for scholarships. Even my project, I use AI from start to finish. It's not like I'm copying directly, because so far I've used a lot of AI, and prompting is, like you said, is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I believe there's this thing with AI. Sometimes when I apply for some internships, if I use AI, I don't usually get them. But if I write them completely myself, they used to give me feedback, or I used to get, how will I say, I used to pass that stage. But later on, I got to understand that if you put exactly what you wanted, then ask it to remove AI jargons, then you see that it will give you almost exactly what you are saying. So, yeah, what I'm saying is, how do you make it to be sounding like you day by day? And apart from that, there are some AI that save data, some of them don't save. So is it dangerous or not dangerous? Just like GBT used to save, Perplexity doesn't save.
Yes, I am aware of that. So let me get to the first question. You apply to some jobs using AI, you don't get called. And when you do it yourself, you often get calls, right? I think there must be something that you are not doing correctly, which I would implore you to be doing going forward. So if I were you, if I'm applying to a job, I'll first look at the job descriptions. Sometimes we send out CVs and cover letter without fully understanding the job descriptions. And what I observed that most of the recruiters nowadays, they don't really read our CVs. The first stage of recruitment is passing it through ATS system, application tracking system. And that application tracking system is an AI-driven system. And it's just like garbage in and garbage out. It's just like they set up a system. This is our requirement. Give us like 1% of the CV that fits in with this requirement. But any CV that falls below what they are asking, it's not going to scale through. Because imagine having a company having like thousands of applications. Humans are not going to sit down and start reviewing the CVs of everyone. And this is why I said repetitive tasks like reviewing CV is no longer going to be a job for everyone. It's not going to be a job that people would even employ somebody to do it. AI can actually do that within a short period of time. So if you want to beat AI, you have to be smarter than AI. How are you going to be smarter than AI? Is looking at the job description, first of all, asking it, these are the job description. If you copy the job description, go to ChatGPT and just have a conversation like, I'm applying to this job and these are the job description. How do you think I can craft my CV? This is one of the prompts that you should just, prompting is all about creativity, how you are going to put down your thoughts and instruct the GPT to help you. So if you see that ChatGPT will give you a response saying that, okay, you need to add communication skill, leadership skill there. You need to highlight probably teamwork skills here and there. So by doing so, you already know that, okay, these are the outputs that you are going to input in your CV. And once you do that, trust me, you'll be cold and you see how your success rate is going to increase. And for every job that you're applying, I always tell people, understand the job description. That's the first step before you even start writing your CV. Don't bother yourself about the job title. Look through the job description, because that's how they are going to program the ATS system. And if you don't really pass through that stage, you are not going to get called. Secondly, regarding data breach and security stuff. So for every company, they have their, how will I put it? They have their data ethics laws, sort of. The reason why GPT is doing that, I think it's because they are funded by, I don't really know the specific reason, but there was a time I come across something that talk about they keep data, and those read terms and conditions, they normally state it before you sign up. Other companies give out data for research purposes or for even selling it, because some companies do sell data and some don't really keep data because they have a different business how will I put it, business goals around that area, or how they look at it, whether it's sensitive or not sensitive. But personal data, what I know, personal data, they don't really give it out, like your date of birth, like your name, or even something personal. No, not a single company will do that, because they will lose a lot if they try to do that. I hope that answers your question. Thank you. I see Mrs. Obita.
Hello, sir. I have questions, sir.
Please, can you allow Mrs. Obeta to talk, please?
Please, I have something. Just one question.
I'm asking because she was my lecturer.
Sir. Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, ma, you can go ahead, please. You can go ahead, please.
Yes, I actually don't have a question, but just to show you that I'm here and I'm proud of what you are doing.
Thank you so much, ma.
Ever since I know you, you have always been so passionate about giving back.
Thank you so much.
From school.
Thank you so much.
I don't know. There was a particular chapter we opened under you. Was it BK or ABU?
Yeah, BK, ma.
BK, okay. And that is where we are going for SPSC.
Yes, ma.
So it's basically to show you that I'm here and I'm proud to be here to watch you do this.
Thank you so much, ma. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear.
I'll
Keep
reach out.
the,
I'll reach out.
yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Honestly. SPIUO in the house. This is our own, sir.
Thank you.
This is
All right.
our own.
Thank you, man.
2018 chapter president.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Well done, eh?
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. All right.
Good evening, sir.
All right, Sunusi.
Good evening, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have questions, sir. There is one thing that I need, like the difference. For example, is it that AI that is transforming our daily lives activity or human being? You understand? Is it AI that is transforming our daily lives activities or is it human being? So I need clarification about this thing because many people are complaining AI is transforming, is taking over all our work. So I want to know, like, is it because it's like human being that we sit down, that create something, make it intelligently to think like human. So I need this something.
Yeah,
thank you very much,
basically, if I understood your question, is that you're asking whether if it is AI is transforming human lives or humans are the one transforming AI, right? So who are the people behind the AI? They are humans. So human beings sit down through creativity, problem solving ability, and also innovative skills to actually create this AI-driven system. And without human, you can't have AI. So first of all, we need to exist in order to instruct AI to help us. And I hope that clarify your confusion. First, you need humans to think, to innovate, and also to solve this problem and ask AI, come and work for us. So humans first, then technology second. Next question, please.
Thank you very much.
Ajibike, Usama, anyone? Please, can you sort out the questions in the chat room so that okay, Ajibike, go ahead, then take Usama, then anyone, and then we'll go.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, engineer, for what you have been doing. So I have just an addition to what you said, because sometimes last year I happened to attend an event, and one of the guest speaker, he said something about AI. He said the driving force behind artificial intelligence is human intelligence. So, and this corroborates what you said now, that it's human that's behind the AI. Then I have a personal experience with AI. I think sometimes last year there was a proposal that came up. It was a call for grant, and I actually used AI. I just filled the what they called the concept in that. Okay, AI, get me something like a proposal. So AI ChatGPT gave me a proposal, and I started, like, from scratch. I started to kind of rationalize and try to make things align. Then in the end, I was able to kind of get the human touch in every part of the proposal, and we ended up winning the grant. We won $1,000, and that's just one of the advantages of having knowing how to use AI perfectly. Thanks once again.
Yeah, I think that's something that I used to call backward integration of using GPT, right? It's just like getting the answer first, then go back and see how you are going to rationalize everything. And this is one of the things that I always tell people, that whenever you get a response from GPT or any AI-driven system, look at the response. Don't just copy it and paste it. Look at the response. Think about how you are going to humanize it and rationalize the response. Because sometimes this system, they are just robots. They think about something that's just based on the data that they have. In some cases, you ask GPT something and it will tell you that, sorry, I can't answer this question because I don't really have this data, or I have limited information regarding this. This shows you that AI cannot really do everything for you. And even if it does, you have to rationalize it, especially in terms of context and especially in terms of applicability, because not everything that AI gives you is going to be applicable to some group of person, because if you don't believe in gender equality and your response is something that is aggressive or is unethical against gender-based ideologies, that means you are not going to get it. So every time when you get a response, just sit down and think about, okay, how am I going to rationalize it? How am I going to twerk it to make sure that it looks like the originality has increased and in its purest form? So yeah, thank you, Abdul Basit. I think last question from Usama, then we check the chat. After that, then, I mean, like, you can call it a day. Usama, you can go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for this interesting session. Well, first when I saw this flyer in years ago, I just said, who got my mentor to speak to this student for me? But when I say it was my man and mentor, the one and only AKA Hayati Omegari, I thought, yeah, that is great. So, sir, my question is, for example, if you are an undergrad student now, and this AI come up, so how would you use it to improve your grades, especially? Thank you very much.
I don't know if I really got the question, but let me try. So you are saying how an undergraduate student going to use AI systems, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying that if, for example, now you are an undergraduate student, how can you use AI or how can you leverage AI to upgrade your grades?
Okay. So first of all, I use it will interest you to know that I use AI as a learning assistant. For example, if I want to learn how to open Zoom, for example, and how to share my screen, I'll start by saying, hey GPT, I don't know how to open or use Zoom app. Could you help me to list some steps how I can open Zoom account, share my screen, and also engage audience? And GPT can actually list like response that, first of all, you need to go to Google Store or Apple Store to download your Zoom. Secondly, step by step, it's going to help you. And if I'm a student, I know I'll be 10 times faster and 10 times, like, my learning ability is going to increase and my productivity is going to be like outstanding, because I know that with the technology around me, I'll be able to learn in fact, I wouldn't be needing anybody to be explaining this to me, because every time I go to lectures and I have something that I don't understand, I can easily, every concept that you can ask ChatGPT to help you understand it. And this helps your comprehension. And the more you learn this thing, the more like you understand concept, the more you are likely to pass your exams. And as a student, that's the reason why I say from project to assignment to even learning new concept, you can actually use ChatGPT. I'm not saying that you should go and use it irresponsibly. Responsibly, you can use it. And your lecturers are smart. They know if you use a response that is from GPT, but you are smarter as well. So you can use it in such a way that it can help you improve your productivity, help you understand concepts that you don't really understand, and also help you apply for some grant scholarship, and also practice some quantitative questions that you are going to have in some scholarship and also your exams. So leverage on it, embrace it. It's here to stay. Thank you. Sorry, the host should give us questions from the chat if there are questions. If there are no questions, we can round up and yeah. Okay, there is one question, so I think this should be the last question before we call it a day. Okay, go ahead, Salisu. if you cannot speak, you can drop your question. I think Salisu is out. So that should be the end. If there are no questions, the host should take the stage. You can type.
Okay, someone said from the SPE ABU Zaria chapter, said that so far, what is the best AI tool and what is his reason for choosing it?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat?
Okay, he said someone from SPE ABU Zaria chapter said, what is the best AI tool and what is his reason for choosing it?
So who is the question being referred to? Is it me or anybody? Is he trying to say what is my best AI tool? Okay, what is my best AI tool and what is my reason? Oh, I can't say. So, I mean, like in terms of how will I put it? So you have Gemini, you have in terms of these LLM models, you have Gemini, you have Grok for X, you have ChatGPT, and you also have Facebook Meta from Meta AI as well. And I think Snapchat have their own. So I don't know. I think I use ChatGPT very often because they are the first and they have more data. Their models are more, I don't know, but I think I prefer ChatGPT, but you can actually get whatever you want with Grok, Gemini, Meta AI, and any other AI assistant tool. But for me, it's ChatGPT, honestly. Thank you.
Okay.
So all the AIs doesn't really have the same capabilities because they are built upon a data, and any AI system that has more access to data will outperform another one that doesn't really have access to more data. And the reason why these days you are seeing I think Google Gemini is going to be the next to watch out, is because they already have the existing data. And another reason why Microsoft invested in OpenAI is because they already have existing data. Microsoft already have millions of customers around the world. So it will be easier for them to integrate AI into their products. And this is the reason why, even though they have their in-house AI system, AI model that's Copilot, they still invest in OpenAI because they are bringing together much more value to their customers. And this is the reason why I'm saying that any company that don't really invest more in AI is going to lose a lot. So imagine Microsoft refusing to invest in AI. Almost all their customers will run to another customer that is giving them AI. And this is why even Apple today, they are going to collaborate with OpenAI to have like AI-driven system. In fact, it's coming out next year, I think, where you have Siri that will use the capability of OpenAI. So instead of saying Siri, hey, can you do this for me? So if Siri cannot answer your question, it will automatically direct it to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will quickly browse it and give you an answer. And this is why it's a blessing to live in this age, in this time. So yeah, capabilities depends on data accessibilities. I hope that answers your questions. So I think we should call it a day, more than 1 hour and a half. The host should take over, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that session, sir. It was very, very enlightening. Mr. Emmanuel, please let's hear the announcements so we can call it a day.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me.
Good evening. We can hear you.
Okay. It's announcement time. So if you have any announcement you want to let the house know, you can just signify by raising your hand. And before my name is Engr Haruna Inuwa from Engr University. Okay. So this announcement is from ABU Zaria Student Chapter. They will be hosting a 4 days workshop series, and it's completely free. The topic is Introduction to Oil Drilling Rig Component, Directional Drilling. The workshop will take place from January to January 6th at 8 p.m. daily. And our speaker for the free 4 days workshop series will be Dr. Nambi Sameh. If you are interested in attending, try and reach out to Zaria President or any of the ESCOs. So please, let's show our support and take advantage of this learning opportunity by registering with them and also attending their program. Okay, I think that's all for now. If there's any other announcements, you can just raise your hand. Okay, with absence of no other announcement, I feel we can move to the next agenda.
Sorry, I have an announcement to drop.
Okay, ma.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, ma, we can hear you.
Okay, it just with respect to the upcoming student conference slated for 3rd to 5th of April in Kano. For some time, we've been a lot of students, especially chapter students from the South. You know, a good number of them have called me to show concern about securities in the North. Please, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to every one of you and to let you understand that there is no security issues in Kano. In fact, the statistics have shown that Kano is one of the secured cities in Nigeria. And SPE Nigeria Council is doing a whole lot to ensure that every chapter that is qualified to be in Kano will be there safely. As we speak, a whole lot of sponsorship drive is on to ensure that chapters from anywhere, you know, will come to Kano by plane. So the issue of going by road and possibly going to pass through some hot areas is some know that there is no problem. There is no problem, and know that for you to really, for your chapter to really be at NICE 2025 is dependent on your participation and performance at this upcoming STSC. Please, chapters from the South, ensure that your preparation is in full force to be part of this upcoming program. Please, thank you, and God bless every one of us.
Let me add to that, Ma. I think SPE cannot really ask you guys to go to Kano just because they don't like you or something like that. Use it as an opportunity to even travel across the country, because you can only have this kind of opportunity when you participate in SPE related activities. And trust me, trust me, I started participating in SPE from my year 2, I think, when I become really, really engaged with SPE related activities. And trust me, the impact, the value I drive from SPE up to this moment, it's priceless, right? And today I sit on the board of SPE International Do It Ahead magazine, and I'm leading a section in SPE Do It Ahead magazine. And this thing couldn't happen just over a time, like overnight, without volunteering in SPE related activities or going for conferences or even STCE. So you guys should take this as an opportunity, because I'm not sure if there is any engineering body that is doing as much as what SPE is doing. Like, you will never regret it, especially now that the membership drive has moved to northern Nigeria. You guys should take advantage of it. And this is the best that you could have when you are in school right now. And because participating in activities like this will help you win scholarship, because they helped me win scholarship at places where I could never even imagine to go. So please, SPE will not just endanger your life. Just do the risk assessment. If you are allowed to go from home, just go. And you people will be paid to go, even go using flight. During our time, we traveled from Ibenedion to I think Abuja by road, just for STC. So just take the advantage of this thing. You'll be fine. All the best. And I think that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel, are you here? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's all right.
Yes, man, that's all. There's no other announcement.
Okay, we're going to round up with a closing remark by Mr. Lukman Muhammad.
Good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me. I think Lukman is not around, so I will take it. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. We have come to the end of this great topic, the human egg. So first, I would like to thank our speaker, Engr Haruna, for this insightful topic. We really appreciate your take and your points in this. Also, as we attend this meeting, let's have some take homes in which we know that even though AI has come here to stay, we should know that we have to use AI as our friend. We have to use it as complement and not let it take the human age that we have, because AI also has its own setback and limitations in decision making, critical thinking, and the rest of them. Also, I know we have taken a lot of our time, so I would like to thank the host. We really appreciate for reaching out to SPIU and SPAUST for this insightful topic. We really thank you for this insightful topic and hosting us. Also, as we go, let's have a take home from this, not just attending SPE programs. Let's have a take home, and which will take, okay, this AI, this is how I want to use it, so it will be best for us. People that not attend this lesson now, they really miss a lot. We that attend, we actually know, okay, or even though we are using AI, we're having a smart way of using the AI. Also, I would tell you also have a good night, have a wonderful day, and we'll see more collaborations, both from the host and the other collaborating chapters. Have a good night. So I don't know, my network is still somehow. So I would like to hand over to the host back. And also, I don't know how you end it here. We have a SPE goodbye, a group photograph to mark these collaborations. So I hand over to the host, Zainab.
Yeah, I think the host is having a network issue. Okay, can we just okay?
Yeah, I think we've lost the host. Let's just unmute what's it called? For those of us that are comfortable with it.
Our video, our camera.
Exactly.
Can we please on our camera, please? I'm just seeing just 3 persons.
Mr. Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I think it's still a great one. We've taken some shots earlier before now.
Okay,
so
sir.
I think, yeah, that can do as a group photograph. Thank you so much.